Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today it is the second part of the Bybit crypto trading seminar. Guys, thank you so much for attending. That's not a paid ad. Yeah, I totally did not just tell them to do that. But if you guys do want to be joining these seminars completely for free and you're in Dubai, make sure to sign up to them in the link in the description below. Ladies and gents, I'm Crypto Kid, and let's jump into the Bitcoin price.
That was an awesome seminar. It was super nice. The students learned a lot today, but now jumping away from that, let's look into the Bitcoin price itself. What is going on? So basically, I think we left off at around this candle on the previous video. And since then, Bitcoin dumped all the way to $34,800, which was exactly where we were discussing Bitcoin can found support in based off of the volume. So that was very nice that we found support from this exact volume target that we discussed on the previous technical analysis video. And after finding support at this 34.8 level, we actually pumped all the way back to $38,000. So that was around a $3,200 pump that we saw on Bitcoin on just this 1 day candle. And today, ladies and gents, Bitcoin is dumped all the way back to $36,200. What is going on, right? So we are in a very volatile situation, and things look a little bit interesting. Now, I want to jump into breaking news before I discuss my targets for Bitcoin in a bit more detail, because Ethereum, well, ladies and gents, BlackRock has actually filed for a spot Ethereum ETF. Now, if we jump into this Reuters news, we can see that BlackRock on Thursday, which was today, officially filed for a spot Ethereum exchange traded funded ETF, doubling down on its cryptocurrency bets amid investor optimism about the approval of such investment vehicles. So it says here that they filed for an ETF for Bitcoin, for an Ethereum spot ETF. And it says over here that they want to convert the trust to a spot ETF, which means it will own Ether instead of futures products tied to the crypto token. Now, this is the point where everybody goes wrong, right? So yes, I mean, when you have a spot, you do have to own the underlying asset. Not all the time, but if you do, what these ETF issuers actually end up doing is, well, if you look at all the documents for the Bitcoin ETFs, they have listed a couple of exchanges, one of them being Coinbase, right? And for example, BlackRock can go ahead and say, oh, look, all the Bitcoin that is that I'm keeping for this ETF is at Coinbase, right? And then when you ask Coinbase, okay, where's this Bitcoin? Can you show it to us? They're like, no, we can't for privacy reasons, right? So there's this situation that is going on that Da Vinci talks about a lot. And it's that, there is no proof that anybody's actually buying up physical Ethereum or physical Bitcoin, right? And because of that, all of this pump that we have been getting in these couple of, these previous candles, it's just been driven by hype, right? And it's not because somebody's actually buying up Bitcoin or somebody's actually buying up Ethereum in terms of BlackRock and all these issuers. So that's the situation we have going on right now. This pump is not driven by retail investors. Hence the reason why the mainstream marketing is not as big at the moment. It's because, usually your friends, family would start asking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and cryptocurrencies. That's not the situation. And the reason for that is because of this right here. So one of the best indicators in determining if a Bitcoin price increase is funneled by retail or institutional capital can be seen through crypto YouTube channel views. I mean, this is probably one of the biggest indicators showcasing it, because when there is retail demand from the average me and you, right, who wants to get into crypto, what do people do? They go onto YouTube, they search on Google. And if we look at these search trends specifically on YouTube, we can see it's literally at all-time lows, right? So it can't be the situation that this market has been driven up by retail investors. Even on Google Trends, we're at incredible lows for people searching for cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. And most of this hype has been it's just been hype. I mean, if we look at the long-term holders for Bitcoin as well, a major percentage of the actual hodlers have not been really buying and selling too much. We're not seeing new entrants into the market. So all of these things that are going on at the moment, it's just fully driven by hype, and this pump is it's a fake pump because we're driven by the same exact news that has been going on for many months now, and this exact same news has been the cause of these pumps towards the upside and these dumps towards the downside. Like, it's just been the exact same thing being reinstated on social media, right? And that's why we're seeing these moves, and it's not healthy, right? And because it's not healthy, I think that I mean, look, this entire situation can be a buy the rumor, sell the news. Why? Because after BlackRock filed for this spot ETF, Ethereum should have hypothetically, with the same logic, had a massive move towards the upside, right? We should have seen a massive Ethereum move towards the upside. But that is, in fact, not what happened at all, because Ethereum is trading under $2,000 at $1,972 at this current moment. So clearly, this ETF is getting priced in, right? Because otherwise, I mean, Ethereum would have pumped a crazy amount today. It should have pumped a crazy amount today, but we haven't, right? So I think people are exhausted with this exact same news being repeated over and over again, and I think the markets need something new, like it actually being approved. And the danger for that is, when it is actually approved, are we going to see a further dump? Now, this is an interesting question, because my personal theory is that we will see a wick, we will see a giant wick, and then we will see Bitcoin dropping towards the downside. This is my personal theory. Of course, nothing in this video is financial advice, but going through my previous experiences with Bitcoin, with cryptocurrencies in general, I think this could be the most likely scenario. And Ethereum not pumping on this BlackRock spot ETF news is actually concerning me a lot, which is why, once again, I am prepared to buy up Bitcoin cheap, right? At these levels over here that I have been opening over a 1 BTC order over here on Bitflex. And guys, if you want to be trading on Bitflex, you have 14 more days to be able to sign up using the link in the description below to get a chance of winning 1,000 USDT. And ladies and gents, it's super simple. It takes you around 20 seconds to sign up and make an account, and you only got to deposit 50 USDT and make one trade anyways, which you would probably end up doing. So one person is going to win this reward, and it may just be you. So make sure to sign up and deposit, and you can win potentially 1,000 USDT on your account, which should help you a lot with trading, right? So you'll have some good trading capital. But Bitcoin is dumping. Now we're about to touch $36,000. So let me discuss where I think Bitcoin can go. So now we're at incredibly important support. So I was teaching my students today support resistance, candlesticks, oscillators that they can use, etc. And look, we're at very important level of support. And I do believe Bitcoin is going to end up making a higher low, right? It's, of course, it has to at some point to make sure that it confirms the bullish trend towards the upside, right? So we got to make a higher low at some point. And look, I've been discussing 31K, I've been discussing 32.5K, but even 34K, to me, it's sufficient, right? If Bitcoin can drop down to 34K, I think that is going to be a healthy correction, right? So even if we have a candle on the next week, right, coming down to 34K, I'm going to be happy, right? So this is where I'm looking at. And going into next week, if Bitcoin finds support at 34K potentially, then I will be starting to open these long positions much, much more earlier on. So make sure to stay tuned, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to not miss any of these updates. But ladies and gents, that is pretty much it for today's video. Just a daily reminder that the halving is 139 days away, right? And the top of the bull market usually comes 1 year, exactly 1 year after a halving occurs, right? So that's why my prediction for the top of the bull market is in 2025. So always keep this in mind, that the halving is very near. And guys, guess what? My favorite asset of all time, orange juice, it is approaching all-time highs once again. And once again, I'm absolutely bamboozled by how this is happening, and it's just very, very interesting. But the last thing that I'm going to say before I end off is Black Friday is approaching in 3 days and 13 hours. And if you want to sign up to TradingView, renew your account, get your pro plan, this will be the perfect time to do so. And in 3 days and 13 hours, I will have a special link just for the Crypto Kids community where you'll be able to get up to a 70% discount and 1 month free on your pro plan. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Ladies and gents, take care, and I will see you all in the next video very soon. Take care, guys, and bye-bye.